Good day, America. Today the Patriot wants to talk to you about something that's a little politically incorrect. It's profiling. And I want to talk about it in terms of whether or not profiling equals discrimination, as so many on the left keep saying. This is my third time taping this because I had so much to say, I got so wrapped up and so excited about it, I went over the 10-minute limit, which I think YouTube really wants you to stay under. I'm trying to keep my videos at a manageable level, 5 to 10 minutes, but get the point across. So here goes. Let's say in my neighborhood there is a burglar ripping off houses. Been spotted a few times, kept getting away. The description is a tall, white male. About my age, about my build. Not me, I can guarantee you that, because it's a hypothetical. But if that happened, I bet you the police would be banging on my door saying, hey, we need to talk to you, bring me down for questioning. Why? Because I'm the most likely suspect. Because it makes sense, I fit the profile, I fit the description. You're not going to look at my next door neighbor, which if you looked out the window, there's no house there, it's blank ground. But let's say there is a short, old Japanese grandmother living there. Chances are they're not going to suspect her. Why? She doesn't fit the profile. That's what profiles are for. Let's focus our resources to find the bad guys. And guys is a global term. Could be women too. You look at the San Bernardino terror attack recently. This is the beginning of 2016. Man and a woman. Women can be terrorists. Women can be mass murderers. Women can be just as nasty as men. Enough. I would not like being singled out. I would feel harassed. I would feel put out. I would feel impatient. I would feel, to a degree, violated. But I would understand it. Chances are, walking down the street, I'd be stopped by every cop who hasn't talked to me yet over the course of the next week or two, or until they caught this guy, to say, hey, I need to ask you a few questions. Yeah, that's the way it goes, because I fit the profile. And you know what? I would accept that. If I understand that they're out looking for this bad guy to keep all of us safe, I would accept that, even though I don't like it. That's the way it is. When you want to be safe, you have to give up a certain amount of your freedoms and liberties. There's a curve to that. In the beginning, you give up a little bit, you get a lot of safety. But the more safety you want, it gets to a point where you're fairly safe. You have to give up a lot of liberties to get that little extra bit of safety. And most of us don't want to do that. And so it's a subjective measure. Where along that curve do you stop? Where's the trade-off too expensive to keep giving up liberties for safety? How do you figure that out? You do it through elections. We figure it out. We are in charge, people. That's the way it works. We listen to the people running for office. We pay attention. We ask questions. We discuss their issues and their approach to solving problems. And this person says, I want to be able to do this. In this case, I have to do this. I have to take these liberties away in order to keep this safety measure in place. And we say, all right, you know what, that makes sense. I can deal with that. I'm willing to vote for that person. Another person says, no, we need to be safer than that. We need to go this far and have this measure of safety. And I'm thinking, no, I don't want to give up that much. That's beyond my level of comfort. I don't want to vote for that person. That's how it works. You're supposed to pay attention. You're supposed to think. You're supposed to judge. You're supposed to evaluate their positions. Not the way elections today have degenerated into clown circuses and insults and mudslinging and all this crap. You're supposed to weed through and find out what their positions are. Find out what they want to do, but more importantly, find out what they've done in the past, because that's more of a reflection of what they're going to do. And vote for the people who share your views, and that's how we draw the line of how many liberties we give up for how much security we want to get. We can't have both, people. You can't have complete liberties and complete security. If you have every liberty in the world, so do the bad guys, and guess what? They will overrun you, and they will either kill you, or subdue you, or steal from you, or violate you in some way. That's the way of the world. Sorry, but it is. We can't just say, let's just understand the bad guys better and we'll all get along, like Hillary Clinton said about the terrorists. It doesn't work that way. It will never work that way. There are always bad guys out there willing to take advantage of situations for their own personal gain, no matter how much they hurt other people. And we have to be protected from that. That is the government's first and foremost responsibility, protecting the public from all threats, foreign and domestic. That's why we have a government. So we have to give them certain abilities to protect us, and we have to sacrifice certain liberties to do that. I don't want to sacrifice more than I have to. For me, that line is kind of high up the chart, saying I'll sacrifice certain liberties, but you better make the most of it and keep me as safe as you can at that level. Because after the authorities, it's down to us. We also have to keep our eyes open. We also have to be willing to help. We also have to say, I've seen a suspicious person walking around the neighborhood looking into windows. That might be your crook. Call the police up and tell them that. Boom, there you go. Their resources grow tremendously that way, but that's profiling. You're not going to do that if you see the little Japanese grandmother next door looking in a window, because she just might be worrying about her neighbor. Who knows? Is that racist for me to talk like that about Japanese grandmothers? I don't know. It doesn't matter. But my point is, we can't have it both ways. We can't be politically correct and safe. And in my view, the government's prime responsibility is to keep us safe. So I appreciate when they profile. It helps keep us safe. If you don't think so, write some comments, give me some input. I would be glad to debate it. But for now, that's my point of view. Something to think about. See you later, America.